aspiring poet recites the verses of his magnum opus, believing it to be his true mastery of the form. He weaves his insightful words into a tapestry of insight into the human condition. Pizza, gross roses, and Jim Morrison is all in the life of our scruffy young poet, Alec. Today, our guest filmmaker is at Grant Chisholm, here to share his haunting piece, Alec's great poem. I'm your host, Jimmy Levins, and this is Short Talks.
Roses are pretty. Poop is gross. Pens make marks on paper, and people press those pens down. Jim Morrison is dead. I am not. Poop is gross. Roses are pretty. Coffee wakes me up. Beer knocks me out. Roses are gross. Poop is pretty. I am Jim Morrison. Pizza is a thing that everyone should make room for in their life. No anchovies.
Welcome back. Once again, I'm your host, Jimmy Levins, and this is Short Talks. May I introduce our guest filmmaker, Grant Chisholm. Grant, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And I just want to say on behalf of everyone, it is an honor to have you here this morning.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here in the studio on this show, Short Talks.
First things first, I want to ask, in your piece, Alec's great poem, what would you say were some of the big influences?
Well, if you break down the shot composition, a lot of it comes from Kubrick, of course, and Alfred Hitchcock, and that's why I added the black and white, of course. Mm-hmm. You know.
Would you say it was by the script, or did you allow your lead actor Alec Less to go on a tangent and follow his character?
You know, I kind of just gave him his poem. Or actually, I gave him that parchment and that quill, and he just wrote, and I just followed him around. He was like this documentary piece.
I've been told that we're about to run out of time, but one final question for you, Grant. How does one define work as great? Is Alec's poem really great? Does Alec consider his work great, or are we the sole believer of Alec's greatness? Is he a hack?
I think Alec truly is great. I think he is a great poet, and I think that poem that he wrote and that I documented was great.
Thank you so much. Grant Chisholm, everyone, thank you. This is Short Talks.